Hey guys, so today I'm doing a little bit of photo editing. I am touching up some photos that I took recently of some food that we were baking, some cupcakes and cookies, and I got some other photos of my breakfast and, just food photography, practicing it with it. So I'm going to take you guys with me along because I figured, hey, you might find this a little bit interesting. So I'm going to load up the photos, I'm going to compare some of the shots that I've done, I'm going to decide what one I want and take it in, do it a little bit of post, and then put it up in its final place. So this should be kind of interesting, so let's get started. Alright, so sorry for this thing being so awful to see, but I'm filming this on an old, or I guess a new, but kind of old Samsung Galaxy phone, and that's about it. My computer is an Apple Mini ITX board, so it's actually running with pretty much no power. I'm impressed I am up and going. So I'm loading up some photos. Like I mentioned before, I just went and took some pictures of my breakfast recently because I thought it looked pretty photogenic. It looks kind of nice. And then we took some photos here of cookies. And then I was icing some cupcakes, so I've got cupcake photos as well. Having a lot of fun with icing and exploring the subject, definitely. You can hear the processor whirring away. So I've taken a lot of shots, so I'm going to kind of pull up a few of them and compare and contrast and decide what makes a better shot and which one I'm going to end up using. So right here I have these two cookie shots. I've taken a top-down approach. This one kind of is a little more dynamic with the angle. This one's a little more top-down. I kind of like the bubbles in the milk. You can't really see it on here. I'll put a link to the final photo so that you can see it online, but the milk's got a little bit of frothy bubbles in it in the middle. That kind of adds a little bit of texture to the photo, as does this crazy whimsical background here. And I've got 3 cookies on the plate because definitely what you see in nature is threes, odds, definitely. So that helps to strengthen the photo. I can see instances in which both of these shots would be nice. This one on the right is a little more magazine kind of because it's a little more explicit in its symbolism. It might even be good to get a little more of a top-down approach just to make this really, really round. That's the kind of look a lot of Severe goes for and such. And the one on the left is a little more organic. It's a little more fun and whimsical. You still have the milk as a counterpiece, but it's not exactly an act of explicit symbolism like this one is. So I'm not sure which one actually I would end up using because I'm going to use it for a homey feel and more of an to sell these cookies as a buy these cookies right now type thing. I think I'm actually going to go for this one here because I like it's kind of a little more inviting. The lack of professionalism makes it a little more homey, I think. So I'm going to go with this one possibly, but I have another shot here. Let's go back actually to this layout. So this is definitely, what can I do with this program? 5 stars. I don't want to rate that one 5 stars. This one's 1 star. Oh, they're linked. I don't even know what I did. Anyway. We have this other shot here of this kind of playful, I'll compare it with this one. So here we have, this is the same shot before, and then we have over here this one where I've aligned down the milk and the cookies. It's more of a central. You can see where I'm getting a little sloppy, and I need to sharpen up on making sure that I have perfect angles and keep this in frame a little more. But you can see the general gist of this image, and I can crop it up to be whatever I need it to be for the sake of selling this cookie. I actually like the fact that you can see the cookie a little more, the light we're with the light on this side instead of having the light from up here. So more of the cookie's illuminated instead of more of this. So again, like, you would not see this in Severe. You would see this in Severe. But this might be really actually better for me to sell those cookies. So I think I'm actually going to go with this. This is going to be my winner shot for the cookie. So let's take a look at the cupcakes here. So here we are with another picture. I have my cupcakes, which look awesome. I was having fun doing some frosting, playing around with the different tips here. And I'm surprised, actually. I guess it's hard to see here, so I'll go back to here. I have to be my own photo editor, right? Because nobody cares about my photos enough, so that, you know, I am my own editor, so I have to, like, criticize myself like an editor so that I get stronger. And one thing I'm actually surprised is that in the series of photos, zoom out more, with the stand, which are about this many, I only ended up taking about 5 shots. And that's a good amount, but I only had one. This is one type of photo. This is another. This, I guess, is another 2 shots. So I have 4 types of photos here. I've explored the subject 4 times, and I didn't really variate much. Like, I love this shot I'm looking at later. We'll go compare here. I'm looking back at this shot, and I love this dynamicness. It's so exciting in this shot, and I find it doesn't really exist in this shot. This shot's a nice shot to show the different cupcakes. This one shows more. But a lot of them, like this one's kind of the same as that cupcake. So in the background. So those are all pretty much, you know, ignore those ones. So I like this shot. It's got a lot of dynamicness, but I didn't really variate too much from this. And I mean, I don't even know why I don't, like, I have no idea why I wouldn't take, like, 1,000,000 shots, because it's digital. We have, like, 50 photos, you know, like, for each shot. You could take, like, 1,000,000 shots. You could have 1,000,000 little flashcards the size of nothing. So it's like some type of little cultural thing brought over from, I don't even know, the relics of film photography. So I have to get in the habit, definitely, of, like, better taking more shots, exploring the subject a little more. The shots aren't really a currency anymore. I'm not really used to that. But we'll go back to seeing some more shots here. So I love this shot. This shot definitely gets a high 5 for me. So how do I flag it? I don't even know. You know, I don't even know anything about this program. Flag is pick. Hey, that sounds like good. That's what I want. I want to pick that one. Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about this program, really. This kind of came after my time, but I'm picking it up gradually. It's nice. Hey, look at that. It's got a little flag. That's perfect. Hey, I could go back and pick my cookie one, too. I decided I want this one. There we go. So I have my cookie photo. That'll be really nice. I have my cupcake photo. That'll be perfect for selling these. I've got some fun. These are some other good shots I like. But I think, you know, I like this. So I'm going to take this one into Photoshop. And I'll show you how I play around with it in here. So I'm rocking out Photoshop CS3 because, like I'm saying, this is like an ancient beast of a computer, so there's no real point in actually running anything more. It's just going to collapse and die. So I'm going to start off by making another layer. There's not a whole lot of correcting I want to do. Oh, I'd love to get rid of that crumb if I can. Right here. Just a really inconvenient spotted crumb. So I'm going to kind of come in here. I'm going to use the healing brush tool and make my brush a little bit bigger here. Oop. I'll click right around here, and I'm going to want to click right around the side here, right around back here. No, I love the undo because it really just lets us undo. How's that? Better. It's not as good, but that's good enough for my liking. Maybe I'll come fix it back up later if I feel like it's really bugging me. But yeah, there's not a whole lot I want to do with this shot. I might tighten the crop, but I'll kind of run. Let me see if I run a little. It's pretty much already a black and white shot. I guess I will add on some more contrast increase because it doesn't really take anything away from the photo. It just adds a little more to it, so that'll be kind of nice. Do I want to change the crop? I don't know. It looks somewhat okay. I could crop this in a bit more just to distract away from that a little bit. That looks a little nicer. Alright, and we'll save ourselves a copy here. Oh, I gotta resize it. Make it around 1200 pixels. That'll be good enough for my webs. I'm gonna save this one as chocolate cupcakes on my messy desktop, because that's the way we roll. Alright, looks good. I'm liking that. Don't need to save the changes because I'll just make it again if I need to. I do. Alright, I got my 2 shots. I'm pretty happy with that. I got a whole bunch of other ones to play around with later if I feel like it. But for all intents and purposes, my goal of photoing these cupcakes is good. I'm going to go drop these off in my spot that I need them. And now you can see, guys, I have my picture. I'm loading it up on my website here. It is exactly what I wanted. You see it's got the same. Look at that. Oh, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And another page here. Oh, amazing. It's just perfect. Really, the best photo sometimes just tells way more stories. Thousands of words. There's like 2,000 of words, and I didn't even have to write any of them. So that's how I took a picture from camera all the way to end results. Hope you found this kind of interesting. And if not, well, I am surprised as to why you watched it entirely, but good job for you anyway. So I'll be back some other time with some other video of my interesting life. Until then, take care, guys.